Hey guys, welcome to D&D. So a little bit of a different thing today. We're playing a one-off campaign. Our normal guys are out of town, or some of them, just collaborating with all these different time zones is a bit of a problem from time to time. So hopefully we can do this occasionally when we're unable to collaborate with some of the people. We can bring in some others and do one-offs, and hopefully this will be a lot of fun. So you guys already know Xylo and Ricky, and of course FilthyRobot, me, from all the other campaigns that we've been doing. But let's also introduce our DM for the night. That's Spademate. And our final player for the night, which is Sean. So, SeanaldTrump. So, guys.
Hello.
Hey. So, Spademate, why don't you tell us just a little bit what's going to happen tonight, and maybe we can do quick introductions and then get started.
Well, basically, what we decided to do is these guys decided they wanted to be evil. So we're doing a little bit morally gray for a one-shot, and we're just going to be taking them through a hopefully not too long adventure and seeing how they cope with the tasks they're given.
Okay. Vague. I like it. Means
Yeah.
we got a lot going on. So, yes, we are playing a campaign where we're not goodies. We're not good guys. We're not William. Thank God. And we'll get to maybe do some things that are a little bit different besides just suck up to every NPC we see, for example. So I'm looking forward to that, personally, because I'm tired of being the good guy on Barrows all the time. So it would be nice to have a little bit of a change of pace. So maybe we could do some just very brief introductions, because there isn't a lot of backdrop to a lot of these characters. These characters are designed to be a single one-off campaign, except for Sean's. His character is a little bit different. So so there's not going to be too much of that.
But before character introductions, Spade, do you want to first say describe where we're kind of starting at, like where our characters would be?
I was going to do that after, but if you want to do that now, it's fine.
I think he was thinking these would be out of character introductions in that sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just who are you? Who are you playing tonight? What are you playing tonight?
Gotcha.
Xylo? You can start.
Yeah, we'll start
No,
with
I want to
that.
be last, actually.
No,
Okay,
it's too late.
we'll start.
Yeah.
Sean, why don't you start?
I guess I should
Uh,
refer to the DM.
I'll be playing Ilnan Maim. He is an Aasimar paladin. This is the newer Aasimar that are out. He is a fallen Aasimar. I will be playing the role of the tank/damage dealer in combat, and hopefully doing some scary stuff along the way.
And would you say that paladins are fairly strong in your opinion, or are you feeling
Yes.
confident, Sean? That's what I really want to get at here.
I'm always feeling confident with my paladin.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Even though
let's
this
see.
is my regular campaign paladin who is currently dead in our campaign.
Excellent. Who's next? Ricky?
I guess me.
Ricky.
Okay, hey everyone. So I'm playing today as Grim, the half-elf rogue. So as the picture shows, he's kind of boyish. Like, he's not that young. He's 29, but he looks that he could be like early 20s. And yeah, I will be playing mostly as like jump in, jump out, melee damage.
What type of rogue are you playing?
Oh yeah, I'm playing Swashbuckler this time from the Skak edition.
Gotcha. Cool. I don't know if you said, Sean. Probably many of the viewers are familiar, anyways. But what type of paladin are you playing?
I am the Vengeance Paladin, which is just PHP.
So you want to go last? You want to go now?
Oh no, it doesn't matter since it's like out of character. So my character I'm playing, his name is Ulisef Erathralar, and he's a drow sorcerer, but he has a level of fighter just because he likes to be able to protect himself, and so he's wearing armor and he has a shield. And the thing that he likes to do is he likes to cast fly on himself and fly around and then cast fireballs on everyone.
So you're a
he's-
B-52.
Basically, yeah.
You'd be
So,
52.
so yeah, exactly.
Will you be role-playing an airplane as well as a drow tonight?
Right. Oh, hold up! I gotta get the engine started, revved up.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right, so that leaves me for the characters. I'll be playing a human. Oh, I guess we should say that we're starting at a much different level than we're playing in all of our other campaigns.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
playing at level 9 tonight, and I've
Right.
never played D&D at level 9, so I have no idea what this is like. I'm kind of excited. The classes get a little bit more developed by this point. You're starting to see some of the actual specialization that the classes offer would really come into play here. So I'm interested mechanically. I know D&D is a game about roleplay, and that's going to be a lot of fun of it, but I enjoy the mechanics of games, and I'm looking forward to seeing the mechanics of this level. So I'm playing a level 9 like everybody else. I'm playing a variant human. You guys will be shocked. I am playing fighter in my build as well. Also shocking. And I'm playing a fighter 8 rogue 1 with a battlemaster specialization. I'm looking to be doing range DPS. I'm playing around with sharpshooter and crossbow mastery and one-handed hand crossbow. I'll just flash something on the screen real quick for you guys at home. I may or may not have done some spreadsheets and some graphs to look at optimal damage for sharpshooter at various armor classes based on my attack range and my opponent's armor rating range. So there may be some, small amount of min-maxing involved in this game from my perspective, but I'm expecting it's going to be a fun fight. So where Xylo was giving nice roleplay options for why he's multiclassing, I'm multiclassing because I thought 1 point and rogue was just better than the 9th point in fighter. So that's why I'm multiclassing. So anyways, those are our characters for tonight. I don't know if I introduced myself. I'm Merrick Dark Eyes is the character I'm playing tonight, and I think we are probably ready to get going.
I think so. Let me change you guys. Well, I think this map's fine for now. So you guys are denizens of Kusavol, which is a large desert city. It's a large center of trade in the region. And her streets are lined with market stalls and barkers advertising all sorts of goods. But you guys belong to the Thieves Guild, which is known as the Ravens. And while most of the residents of Kusavol do their business on the streets above, you do your business on the underground tunnels below. You have been summoned, all of you, by the leader of the Ravens, Valforia. And so you guys all, walk through the room. Hallways, getting to Valforia's office. It is you are greeted by large wooden double doors with very beautiful silver inlays of a robed skeleton looking up at a raven with spread wings. You open the doors, and the room is about 30 feet in diameter. It's rounded. It's very dark. Only a very faint light from some gently burning incense really provides any light whatsoever. The carpet is scarlet, stitched with designs of the desert rose, and there's a lot of sweeping ornate tapestries that are kind of draped around the room. There's a number of chests, shelves with various trinkets, treasures, and there are some deep purple curtains behind a dark wooden desk at the far wall. At the desk sits Valforia, the Lady of Shade. Let me see. Did I make a handout?
With a V or an S? I'm not hearing. Bellaforia?
A V.
V. Vellaforia. Okay, thank you.
And just to be clear, this is not the Thieves Guild. This is some other specific entity that asked
no,
for
this
the Thieves
this
Guild
is
help?
the Thieves Guild. This is your boss.
Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. So this is somebody you've met before. This is somebody you know quite well.
Gotcha.
And you guys all know each other and have. You're
Work
maybe
with
not
each other.
always working together, but you guys do work with each other from time
Right.
to time.
Sounds good. What was her name again? Valforia?
Valforia. Valforia. She is a tall female drow who is clothed in gorgeous dark blue robes with gold linings. I thought you might like that, Sila. She has long flowing silvery hair. Her left eye is covered by an eye patch, which is adorned with a variety of small gems. She has a series of scars kind of going along the side of her face. Looks like she might have been raped by some nasty beast or something. And she has several earrings. When she sees you arrive, she slowly gets up from her desk, and she says, my children, you have arrived. I trust that you are all well.
We are well.
Yes, boss.
That is good to hear. I believe you are all ready now for the task I have summoned you for?
We stay ready.
Excellent. I'll not mince words. We have been contracted by a collector of sorts. He has asked that we acquire an item of some historical interest to him, the Crown of Rakalna. And which of you guys has the highest in it?
Intelligence?
Curiosity. Yeah,
Yes.
intelligence.
Not me.
I have 12.
He's a
Sounds like a
fucking veritable
winner.
genius.
All right, so why don't you roll me a history check there,
History
Ricky.
check. Okay.
or Grim?
Oh, I
Oh,
do
my
have.
history's better
Oh,
than it is.
yeah.
I'm proficient.
Yeah, I prefer to see in history also, actually.
Oh, if you're proficient, then you can also roll.
Okay.
I didn't think about that, but yeah. If you guys are proficient, you can roll too. Oh, damn, Ilman. Jesus. All right. You've all kind of heard the name before, but Ilman, this strikes you as, you're like, I know that guy. And so Rakalnar was an ancient human king of this region a long time ago, like hundreds of years ago. He was particularly known as a ruthless, very conquest-heavy ruler, and he enslaved the populations of the people he conquered. All around, not a nice guy. And after telling you that you're going for the crown, she says, "The crown, as you might expect, should be located in the King Rakalnar's tomb, which resides in the Demon Ma Hills off east of here." And I'll get you guys to a world map soon. Let's see. Also, for this task, I have provided you with some potions. You might find these useful. These are potions I already gave you guys out of character, but she hands over the potions.
Oh, I didn't know we had potions. Okay.
Yeah, I did in the chat while you were streaming, so you may not have seen it.
We didn't actually decide who got what, but
Yeah, okay, so I gave-
potions.
You guys have one superior healing potion and two
Right.
greater healing potions. I recommend you give at least one potion to everyone who's not Ilman.
Right.
But you guys can do as you see fit. So
I'll take them from there and hand them out with impunity.
who do you hand the superior to?
I'm not looking, so
Let's
somebody
roll
take
a die.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll a 3-sided die.
Sorry,
There
Xylo,
you go.
you're a sorcerer, right?
Yes,
Okay. Why don't you need potions, Sean?
because
because he can heal himself, basically.
I have a 45 hit point potion.
Lay on,
that I have on me.
lay on hands.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna randomly decide who gets the bigger one.
Okay, sounds good.
All right.
All right, let's keep going with the setup.
Ricky does.
All right.
I
Ricky
do.
gets the superior.
Okay.
And I'll get you guys onto the world map. So, the Demon Maw Hills. Let's make sure I'm on the right layer. Okay. The Demon Maw Hills are over this way east, and this is a pretty simple map I just threw up so that you guys would have an idea of what's going on and where you're going.
Great.
Let's change the music because this has been going for a while.
Where are we at? You said the town. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, you guys are in Kusaval.
Right.
And
Right.
you guys all have horses and stuff, so because you guys are tasked with going around the region, fairly frequently.
hmm
So she looks at you and all says, "Do you have any further questions?"
Well, I think that depends a lot based on how much stuff we would know previously from our happenings. So, like, we would sort of we would know like how long it would take to get there based on our own knowledge, right?
You know roughly that it takes probably about a day to get to Glintwater, and so it'd probably take 3-ish days to get there by horse.
Okay, and like the terrain to get there, that's another thing that we would kind of.
The road
Is this-
itself,
the
itself
map-
is
I'm sorry, go
pretty
ahead.
easy traveling, and like think of like Middle Eastern terrain. So
'Cause
the
it's in
road
the
is
desert,
pretty easy
right.
traveling, but you will be getting into sand, and so it is a little slower going off the road.
Gotcha.
So this is desert then over here?
Yeah,
This is all desert. You're in a very deserty region.
and the hills kind of surrounding that, like,
Ruin.
the ruins. Yeah, those are that's still desert sand. It's just hilly desert sand, or is it like stone or
It's
something?
hilly desert. Yeah, it's still
Okay,
a
so
desert.
still sand.
Okay, and
Yeah.
This may just be because you've deliberately designed a very simple map for us. But I just happened to notice there's a river running through a desert with nothing growing on either side of it. Is the river poisoned or something like this? Or is there some reason for that past?
That's just me being
convenient.
Trying to make a really quick map.
Yep, no problem at all. I don't want to call attention to it if it's not a big deal. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't something we need to be worried about there.
Yeah, no. The river is good, and that's why there are settlements on it.
Okay.
What do you know of the inhabitants of the area or the defenses inside that we might encounter?
As for what may be in the tomb, I am certain that it is guarded in some measure, but I have not been there, nor do I know anyone who has. So what you may face exactly, I do not know. But I would be on the lookout for traps and various, constructs that sometimes these kings like to put as defense.
So no undead?
There may be. I do not know. It is a tomb, after all.
My lady, how will we recognize the crown?
Good question.
The crown is said to be fairly simple in design. Gold with a large gem in the center.
Does it have any powers?
I am sure it does, though I am unaware of what they might be.
Who are we working for?
This particular client has asked to remain anonymous, and I am happy to grant him that.
Do you have any reason to believe there might be other competing groups or anyone else who might have been sent to get this?
I do not have any reason to believe it. If you find other people along the way, you are certainly free to do what is necessary to accomplish the task.
Are there anyone that we should spare in your name or otherwise off limits to us if we encounter them?
I would say no.
Is stealth or expediency the required goal from this? Do we just get it as quickly as we can and damned be the consequences, or is there more of a low-key nature needed here?
I would not call attention to you or yourselves, but it does not have a time limit if that is what you ask.
Okay.
The utmost importance is actually acquiring the item.
There wouldn't happen to be any special compensation for this, would there? I don't know what the previous arrangement is, so...
We have been given quite a bit of money for this, and I will be sure that it is spread to you should you accomplish it.
Is there any special preparations you recommend for us? Anything you may have heard from the client that may aid us in this endeavor?
I cannot say that he had any particular advice, other than the area, which you know, is not too well populated with creatures as it is a desert. I cannot think of anything to tell you.
I've heard all I need to hear.
What time is it now?
It's probably early morning-ish.
Early morning, okay. Let's just leave immediately. Screw it.
Do you know how long this king has been dead? I say this after we've left the ladies' hearing.
What I know?
To the other guys?
Yeah, I asked Ilnan specifically, yeah.
Okay. Ilnan, you know that he's been dead at least 600 years.
600.
Quite a long time. 500 or 600 years. I'm actually quite a fan of his work.
Kill all the things. Sounds good.
Well, I just have the thought that, maybe because I tend to be first in on our little missions here, but I have the suspicion if the crown has survived 600 years of looters in a known and marked tomb, that this is not going to be just a walk in and grab, smash and grab and get out of there. Like, I expect this is going to be nasty.
I expect they've never had any looters like us.
Yes, I agree. This tomb won't know what hit it.
All right.
I like the warning of potentially constructs, though. That's not something I considered when looting a tomb. So golems. Anyone have any
Never fought a golem. What is a golem like?
I believe most of the time they're quite resistant to magic. And
Big,
are usually
stony.
very hard to kill. Well, it depends on the type of golem, I believe. I guess it will depend a lot based on what we encounter.
Well, maybe we can talk strategy on the way there. Should we get the horses and get started?
I
Sure.
agree.
I'm
Alright,
sure
so
Straight
you guys-
is itching for a ride.
Yeah. Hillman has a special name for his horse, by the way. So
Is that a special
you
horse?
guys take off, and
Because you're a special boy.
yeah, he certainly is a special something. Anyways, so we're just gonna keep this really nice and quick because this is a one shot and I want to save time.
Right.
You guys start heading out and traveling. I'm not gonna roll for random encounters or anything like that. So you all know this area, so it's really not a whole lot very remarkable about your journey. So if you guys want to just speed up to like the approach,
Sure.
that's fine with me.
Excellent.
Just
No,
because
I feel like I should role play a drow speaking to this other drow for the next 30 minutes or so.
good.
And if
Good.
you could do it in tongues too, that would be really
Yeah.
And also,
Alright.
Of course.
I mean, I don't know, Zal, I don't know how it works with reflected sunlight, but I'm getting a little reflected sunlight off both Spade and Sean. So maybe, I don't know, you're not cowering, and you're a drow, and that sunlight's got to burn, right? So I'm just saying,
the
step
whole
up the
drow
role
and the
play.
sun thing?
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
no, the
You
whole
just have to go.
that's right.
Like a vampire.
Unless you're getting in your airplane. I mean, that has a cockpit, so you should be fine.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah.
All
All right. So eventually, you guys make your ways towards the beginning of the Demon Maw Hills. So right now, you guys are probably about here-ish.
And it took, what, 2 days to get there?
It took about 2 days. You guys probably would have stopped in Glint Water and then pressed on from there.
Okay.
The terrain is like path through desert or more open desert? Like, am I seeing like sand dunes and whatnot, or is this more of a trail up to this area?
It has been sand dunes a lot of the way, but as you get closer and closer to the hills, it gets much rockier and it becomes much more like sort of desert steppe kind of geography.
Speak, can I spend a little bit of time? I just want to keep an eye out for tracks of things that have been along this way, human or otherwise.
Sure. Okay.
What
As
sort
you
of...
guys, what was that?
Oh, go ahead. I was going to say, like, what, based on prior knowledge, is like the biggest kind of creature that usually is the type of thing that, yeah, like, are there like giant sandworms that'll just randomly pop up and swallow someone?
This isn't Dune, no, I'm afraid. That,
Okay, cool. Good.
your imagination
I just want to
is a little
verify.
wild there.
Okay,
Yeah, that's the next one.
off. When we're level 10.
For the most part, this is a desert, and so a lot of things try to stay near the water. Not a lot of things will be in the open, although there are creatures that do like the hills and the mountains that you see on the western side of the map, I suppose.
Would I
Okay,
be
so
aware of any large predators? If I regularly work out of Kushaval and in this desert area, would I be aware of any large predators that are in this area?
right, that's just what I was going to say.
There's not a whole lot of predators, but there are roaming bands of various things like goblins, gnolls, orcs. Those are all kind of mainstays, and some of them do use the hills as hideouts.
Okay. Well, as I said, I'd just like to keep my eyes out for tracks as we're doing, especially ahead of us. If I need to move a little bit ahead of the party to do it, I'm fine, just from time to time.
All right. As you guys begin your approach to the Demon Maw Hills, the hills begin to kind of form into this natural valley, and cliffs begin to rise on either side of you. The wind is at your guys' back, which means it is blowing north, and there's various boulders strewn about the place. You're looking for tracks, Filthy, so give me a perception check.
Okay.
Nice. You do find some tracks. You're not entirely sure what they are, but you can investigate them further to find out,
Okay.
which I assume you want to do.
I would definitely like to have a bit more of a look.
Give me a nature check, and if you point it out to the other guys, they can do nature checks as well. Nice
Okay.
if they're proficient, I would say. You
Tell
can,
me
and
the
anyone
difference between a
proficient.
nature and a survival check? Nature is like identifying or something, and survival is just kind of like seeing them, or what?
That's actually a good question. Would this be survival? It might be survival.
I thought nature was more like lore-ish, like knowing about.
Yeah.
I think you're right. I think you're actually right. This would be more of a survival check for tracks. I think so. Yeah, good call.
Okay.
All right.
And I will point it out, but if I don't know what it is.
Anyone else proficient in survival can roll. I don't know if you guys are.
None of them.
Not.
Sean is definitely not proficient in survival. So.
Shade.
Not sure
Anyways.
which angle you're throwing that shade, but
Okay.
it's noted.
All right. Do I recognize these tracks?
The tracks, it's a little hard to tell because the wind has been blowing, and so they're a little obscured. But they do appear to be bipedal.
Okay.
You do make that out.
All right. I don't know of any. Again, I don't know. Maybe this would be a nature lore check. I don't know of any animals that stalk on two legs, right? This is some sort of semi.
Not in the area. You would have a pretty good guess that these are probably some sort of humanoid.
All right. I'll share it to the part. Do I have any sense of how long they've been there? Just judging from the deterioration of the tracks and.
Given that the wind's been blowing and you still found them, they're fairly fresh. In fact, why don't I get you guys to a new map?
Okay.
How many tracks roughly were there? These bipedal.
You saw probably at least 2 that you saw.
And they were headed basically the same direction that we were going, or off?
They seem to be heading the direction you guys are facing now.
All right, I'll come back to the party, and I'll just say, and I'll be like, as I come in, I'll be like, shh, and I'll tell them, I'll be like, tracks ahead. Can't tell how old, but with judging by the wind and the sand, it's not long. Something humanoid or moving on 2 feet anyways ahead of us. So or has come this way. So just maybe consider this combat conditions and keep the noise down for a bit. I'll try to head out ahead a little bit and see if I can get us any advance warning.
Lead the way.
So someone beat us here and they're asking to die. Sounds good.
I'll leave my horse with the group, and I will attempt to head up the trail on foot, and I'm going to attempt to not be as visible otherwise. Maybe hide in my cloak a little bit. I mean, it's daylight, so there's going to be some of that, but I assume I have some gear that is sand colored and the like, and I'm just going to try to approach sneakily without broadcasting my position.
Is your character like stealthy? I assume that your character being a fighter.
Have you ever seen me not roll a dex character, Silo?
I know it's a dex character. Of course, it's a dex character, but I'm still like.
Is my character stealthy? Goddamn right, my character is stealthy.
Okay.
Would you like to know my stealth modifier? It's 13.
Okay, sounds good.
Why don't you roll
sounds
stealth
great.
then?
All right. I would love to roll a stealth
Compensate
check.
for your rolls.
All right. We'll start with 28.
Okay. Not bad.
Excellent.
By the way, we
Alright,
are still on horses, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
The rest of you are.
So we cannot roll like stealth or anything. We cannot approach on horses
No,
stealthily.
But you can dismount your horse and also try to stealth should you so wish.
We can quietly whisper in the horse's ear to please be quiet.
Do you have animal handling?
You have to roll how you say it.
Can I?
So you guys
I'd also like to
have
take just a quick glance around and make sure that there's not any like sand that's a different color, or make sure there's not any that's been like built up.
Kind of like yellow snow.
well,
Not exactly. Make sure that there's not like some kind of trap that's been laid out in front of us around these footprints.
Okay, give me a perception check. Let's see.
Thought.
You don't see a whole lot. There's no obvious signs of a trap that you can see.
And
What time?
If I'm not
What time
clear-
of day it is? What time of day is it?
It's probably kind of mid-afternoonish.
Okay, so the sun's blazing. Got it.
All right, if I'm not clear, as I'm moving forward, I am trying to spot anything. I'm looking for other groups. I'm looking for anything that looks dangerous, anything that looks suspicious. I'm just doing my best. That's what I'm attempting to do. So. Okay.
Yep. And you should be able to control your tokens now. Just make sure you can do that. Let's make sure this is a test. Everyone.
I don't see my
control.
token. Oh yes, I do.
It should be good.
At the bottom.
Okay.
You guys can all see each other's names, everyone's HP bar?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you guys, I guess the rest of you would be back a little bit since Merrick said he was going off a little ahead, so you can just move yourself a little ahead. I'll tell you if you need to stop.
Are these?
How
is this a
far are you
canyon?
planning on being ahead of us?
This is a little bit of a canyon, yeah. Basically, this is where those hills kind of go into almost like a pincer that you saw on the world map.
I would. How far ahead? Maybe so I can. There's this. This land doesn't curve at all, right? This is relatively flat here. Besides the either side of it. Okay. I don't
Like
know.
100 feet?
Yeah, probably at least 100 feet.
Okay.
At least 100 feet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So let me just draw a ruler out and have a look. So. This is hard to do that on the scale of this map.
On the scale of this map, it is. What we would have is that the other guys would not be on this map right now. So
Yeah.
let's say that you guys are not on this map, and Filthy, you're right here right now.
Sounds
Well,
good.
I actually would like to creep basically to the side of the
Okay.
canyon against one wall, essentially.
Sure.
And then I want to do what I can to keep to move among the rocks. I assume this is like scrub rock and
Yep.
yeah.
And once you're there, you do see something.
Ooh. Okay.
Let me put this guy on a different layer for you.
Ooh, what is it? What do I see?
I will get to that in a little bit.
Sure. You're kind of busy. I got it.
There you go. What you see is a furry canine-esque humanoid with coats of dark gray and some brown-black spots wielding shields and axes. They seem to be yipping at each other in some high-pitched tones, and they do appear to have noticed your presence.
Fuckers.
At this point, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Do I know what this is, Spade?
This would be a null.
A no. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, what is our speed while we are on the horses? Double?
The
It's not
horses,
really
I
relevant.
think...
We said we were getting off.
Did you guys get off?
I didn't. That's.
Oh, yeah, I didn't say that either.
I didn't want to get off. I want to
I
like. when we were
believe
following
horses
Filthy.
have the speed of... Let me see. I did actually get horses just in this instance. They move speed of 60 feet. So
60 feet.
if
So
you
it's
stay on
double.
the horse, you have a move speed of 60 feet. I believe Stranger has a move speed of 50.
He does. Yeah.
Is he lame? Or is he slower than other horses?
War
Because
horse.
he's a
Ah,
war
nice.
horse. Alright.
Is he
So-
lame? No, he's super dope.
What's his name?
Stranger.
Oh, Stranger. Okay.
Don't go near him, stranger danger. Just saying.
I thought it was like the name of like, I don't know, the summon or what is it called?
I robbed it from Game of Thrones like I do most of my things.
Perfect.
Nice.
That's fine.
All
I
right.
robbed
So they
most of my stuff from
so
Baldur's
they
Gate.
basically saw me at the same time I saw them, Spade style thing.
Yeah, that's more or less what happened.
Okay, cool. So they're not gonna
Alright.
surprise me.
And no, they don't get a surprise round on them, or neither one gets a surprise round, basically. First up, we have Grim.
Yeah. So yeah, approximately like.
You're approximately 100 feet away from Merrick right now.
So if I get.
So you could
the-
dash on the horse and get to onto the map, basically, is what you
Right.
could do.
41, 5. Yeah, I will want to dash. So it's 120.
So you can get 20 feet onto this map.
Huh? Okay, let's say here.
Yeah, let's see. Well, actually, you can get 40, I think it would be. Or it would be like 35. You could get 35 feet on this map.
35 in. Okay, okay, let's. Okay, I'll do it like this. Like, let's say I like arrive from the middle and then like
Yeah, that's fine.
move to the left.
Next up, we... Oh, shoot. I need to change to battle music. Silly me.
Yeah, we do.
Alright, there we go.
Kill everything.
Next up, Ulisef?
Ulisef.
Up next.
All right, I'm just gonna move onto the map with the dash on the horse. And like, does getting off the horse take an action or some movement? Or
I would say cost half your movement to get off. I don't know if there's an official rule, but I would say half the movement to get off.
So okay, so could I like just get onto the map and then just use the rest of my movement to just get off the horse?
I think you're a little too far away for that.
Okay, but just like next round,
like
I'll just be able to. Okay, just like next round, I'll just be able to use a little bit of movement to get off the horse and then continue on with just a little bit of movement missing, right?
Your ruling's actually correct. Mounting and dismounting cost half speed.
Oh, cool. Can you explain that to me again, Zylo? Do you want to get off this turn or next turn?
Well, I'll just be able to do it next turn if it only costs movement. That's fine. So I'll just dash on the horse to like there-ish or something, and that's fine.
All right. Next up, we have. First, I gotta open up these guys' player sheets, and we have this guy over here. I have to remember which one of you guys are actually on the map right now.
I'm the
All
only
this
one that's
except-
not.
Right.
Right. Okay. So this guy is going to come around here, and he's going to shoot off at... Which one of you is closer? Looks like... Yeah, you're equal distance. He's going to shoot at Uslif with a longbow.
Okay.
That's a 19 to hit.
And that does not hit.
Alright, he's going to shoot again. 13, which is also a miss. And so he is just going to go and duck back behind the rock. That's his turn. Next is this guy, who I have to put on a different layer. He is going to do kind of a similar thing. He is going to look at... Actually, does he have that much? What's the range on this? Let me check. Okay, yeah. He's going to shoot a longbow shot at Grim.
Okay.
13.
Miss.
Alright. And he's going to get a 12 on the second hit. Also a miss.
Also miss, yeah.
And he will also duck behind the rock. After that... Okay. Cool. Next, it's this guy's turn. These guys, in case it wasn't clear, were hiding behind the rocks, but you spotted them before they got a surprise.
Nice.
And let's see, what's this guy's movement? Let's see. He would have to go like that. So yeah, he could. He is going to get right up in your face. And this guy looks a little different. He's a lot larger than the other gnolls, though he definitely still looks like one. He's about 6 feet tall, much more muscular. And whereas the others have a brown coat, this guy is a deep crimson, and he smells absolutely putrid. He also seems to have a much deeper voice than the other gnolls, and he has a necklace of humanoid ears, which has a elven ear that's still dripping with blood.
Ooh, nice.
And he is going to take a longsword attack at you.
All right.
That is a 26 to hit.
That's going to hit.
All right. That is 11 points of slashing damage, and as he draws back the blade, he wipes the blood off, looks at it, and just smears it in his coat. You have an idea why this guy's red now. And he is going to attack you again. That's a 23.
That's going to hit as well.
That's 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And then he will bite at you, which is a 24.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Sean.
I'll be there in a minute.
I love how this is starting.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So you take 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And that is his turn done. Next up, we have... It is this guy closest here. He is going to take a shot at Usulef.
Almost.
That's a 13.
Okay, it's a miss.
And a 17.
Also a miss.
Alright. And he will duck back behind the rock. Ilman, it's your turn.
Well, it will take me all of my movement with the dash to get to where my token currently is.
Are you off Stranger right now?
No.
Okay. That's fine. I would say with the dash, you're more or less where you are now, yeah.
Yeah.
Or actually, you can get...
Well, if I was 100 feet back, it's 100 feet to get to here, and I'm 50 feet.
Yeah, so you could get like 10, 15 onto this map.
Take it.
All right. Merrick, your turn.
Okay. Yeah. So we know the turn orders like that. Not sure I have much in the way of getting away from this. Also, I forgot to use things I could have done. Oh, do you mind if I do this retroactively? I've just never used this ability before. I had a potential way to reduce damage dealt to me. May I use that?
Oh, Indomitable? Is that what you're talking
parry.
about? Parry. I'll let you do it, yeah. Sure.
Thanks. Sorry about that.
That's all right.
Okay.
These are higher level characters than you're used to, so they're a little more complicated.
When another creature attacks you with a melee attack, you may use your reaction to expend one superior dice to reduce the damage of that number by your roll plus your dex modifier. So let me just do that. So let me parry that.
Okay.
That would have been a 9.
So that's
9 health back.
9. You can have 9 health back, yep.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yep,
And
no
I'll use
problem.
one of my resources on that. Okay. I will take a dodge action.
Okay.
Excuse me, not
Cool.
dodge action, a disengage action. My apologies.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
That's
back
fine.
up and see what that looks like. These boulders on the map, how large are they?
It kind of varies. Obviously, the bigger ones are taller. I would say the shortest ones are probably sticking out about 5 feet, and the tallest one's about 15.
Okay. So I can get partial cover then behind some of these. Even a 5 foot rock is going to be partial cover versus someone shooting bows at me. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to back up here. Let me just quick second. Should throw this another round. There and there, behind this rock, and I will use my bonus action and activate Second Wind.
Okay.
Okay. And regain 10 HP. Okay.
Nice.
And I am done.
Okay, cool. Grim, you're back up.
Okay. I want to ask, how does me attacking somebody from the horse works?
Same with spellcasting. I was going to ask that actually.
Let's look up mounted combat. I should have. I thought you guys would get off the horses, but I believe. I'm not sure. Let's see. Have you looked into this at all, Sean? With Stranger?
Stranger's a little different because he's got attacks and stuff.
That's
that you
true.
can do.
Yes, isn't it?
So I kind of wish I would have asked you for a character sheet for him, but it's fine. I'll be okay.
Alright. I haven't got a page for mounted combat.
I've seen it before, so I know it's there. I can help look.
Mounted combat. What's during your move? For you guys curious, it's on page 198. During your move, you can... Okay.
Okay, let's quick look through that then.
It looks like you can pretty much act as normal, but it seems like if you're moved, like if you were thunder waved, for example, you'd have to make a dexterity saving throw to stay on the mount.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're knocked off, you fall prone. Other than that, I don't see a whole lot of special rules about it. So,
Cool.
like, what do you have in mind? And
My mind is to approach this new opponent with 45 feet on the horse, which will make me only use my move, and I have 15 left. I want to attack him and then like use 15 feet to move from him after the attack. If that's okay.
I think that works.
There has to be some drawback to this, right?
It does feel like that.
It feels like
There is a drawback, and that's that they can knock you off your mount and make you go prone.
Or like if they attack your horse, which probably has a
They can't
vastly
kill you
lower
for
AC.
seconds.
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That's a risk.
So if you go there and you get your horse killed, you're walking your sorry ass the rest of the way to the tomb.
And horses do not have high AC.
Right.
Let's see.
I would say you can do that. Yeah. I don't see specifically any rule against it. So yeah.
Okay, then I will use my movement to get to him.
Mhm.
So, as my action, I would like to attack him using sneak attack and rapier.
There's no one else within 5 of him. You probably can't sneak attack him unless you have advantage somewhere.
I-
Right. Oh, you swashbuckler.
I can because I'm swashbuckler,
never
so
mind.
I don't need ally next
Yep.
to him.
Sorry, Ricky.
Yep. Go for it. I'm afraid that's a miss.
Okay, and then with
Are you
my
sure?
bonus action, I will attack him with my offhand rapier.
Okay. Go for
Again,
that.
trying to use sneak attack because the first one didn't hit.
Yeah.
That's a hit. Yeah.
Okay, so let's see how it works.
All those
That's-
ones.
That's
Okay.
minus
So that's
18, if I'm not incorrect. Cool.
Okay. So that's 5. Okay, then I want to use my remaining 15 feet to move on my horse here, and he doesn't.
And he doesn't get opportunity attack because of
He
swash,
doesn't get.
right?
Yeah. Mhm,
Okay.
Exactly.
All right. Cool.
Would he
Well,
get an
actually-
opportunity attack on the horse?
I was about to say, when I was reading that combat stuff there, it seems like your horse has a different movement order
Yeah.
than you do, and
Well, I
But
take,
it's only Grim moving away from the guy, right? You're not moving with the horse. Am I correct in that?
I'm moving away on the horse.
You're moving away on the horse. Okay, then he would get an opportunity of attack
Oh,
on your
wait.
horse.
Oh,
Not you, but on
Okay,
your
wait.
horse.
let's go back with that then. Because I have 15 feet left, but I cannot dismount.
controlling a mount. You can control a mount only if you've been trained. Domesticated horses, donkeys, and similar
Because-
creatures are assumed to have such training. The initiative of a controlled mount changes to match yours. When you mount it, it moves as you direct it and only has 3 actions: dash, disengage, and dodge. A controlled mount can move and act. I don't understand. Does it get a separate turn order then, like right after you?
I thought that was only if you're not mounted.
I don't fucking know.
Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
I don't
we
know.
should just get off our fucking horses
Yeah.
just so that we can
Actually,
fuck
in
these
fact,
rules.
let's just retroactively be like, all right, now we're here. Let's say like, bam,
We're not on the horses
poof,
anymore.
horse
How
is
about
gone
that?
to one
But
off.
unfortunately, I don't
It's
have
kind
enough
of like
movement.
grappling. Grappling rules get really weird and complex too sometimes. So
Right.
yeah.
How about just for time's sake, we say that we all just got off our horses right now, and that's that.
I'm okay with that. Ricky, would you want to have done something differently with that knowledge?
Yeah, I would like totally because I wouldn't have enough speed, so I would need to use my bonus action to dash, and I wouldn't get the second attack on him, and the first one would be missed, and nothing happened in that case. If you want to play it like that, like let's say I will not deal any damage. Oh wait, no. If
If you don't do damage, you
I
can't
would
leave,
need
yeah.
to use movement to dismount, so I wouldn't have enough anyway. So it
We're saying that you had dismounted.
So let's say that I will have still my 30 feet, like from the position that I started in here.
Sure.
Okay, so my action would be dash with my bonus action, 45. Action attack, I missed, and 15 to move here. Done.
Okay, so you would not have gotten the second attack?
Right, because it was a bonus action.
Just out of
Because I would
curiosity,
need.
does Swashbuckler allow you to walk away from something you missed, or only something you hit?
Yes. If
I
you
don't need.
attack.
I don't need to hit. I just need to attack him.
Got it.
And
Okay,
it's
so he gets
different
the
from
health.
the feat in that only the thing you attack can not attack you back.
Yeah.
The feat doesn't
Like
allow anything to attack you once you attack.
All right. Usliev. I would pronounce your name differently every time.
That's fine. All right, so Ulisev kind of takes his hood off because he was trying to avoid the sun before, and I'll walk there, so he's not going to like provoke any attacks from that dude. Just a second. And as he's walking, he'll kind of chuckle to himself and say,
As you walk there, you're going to see some more things.
"Oh, okay. What do I see?"
Someone's laughing.
No, I'm still laughing. Moths to the flame. Oh, more stuff. Okay.
Perfect. That looks like such a big cluster of enemies all in a
Yeah.
little ball.
You need like Armageddon spell for this.
Well,
The hyenas, you see, by the way, are tied up currently, and it looks like that Noel is trying to untie them.
gotcha. Oh, that does change things a little. No, I think I'm just going to go with what my original plan was, which was laugh, chuckle to himself, and then cast Fireball. And so he's
Okay.
going to cast it here so that it hits all three of these guys. Okay? 'Cause
Okay,
It's 20,
cool.
20 foot range.
Lovely.
right.
And I will use the Empower Meta Magic thing.
Okay.
What is the drowse a disadvantage thing?
In sunlight, he gets disadvantage on any attack rolls, but Fireball doesn't use an attack roll. It's just they have reflex saves.
Nice.
Okay, so
Okay, and so just a second. Because of the Empower Magic, the 2 is I'm going to reroll, the 1 I'm going to reroll, both the 3s I'm going to reroll, and the 2 I'm going to reroll. So 5 things.
2 2s, right?
Yes.
2
both
2s,
of,
2 3s, and a 1.
Yep. So that's 6. So that's minus 11. So that's 20 damage plus the 5d6 that I'm about to reroll. Damn. Okay, so that's 32 damage to all three of them unless they make a reflex save of 17.
well, they all failed their save,
Nice.
so
32.
32 to all these guys.
That would be 96 for the round.
Damn.
It's not bad.
Only I rolled better. I was getting a couple practice rolls of like 47 damage fireballs
Practice
earlier.
rolls. You can't get practice rolls. You can't
Yeah.
practice.
Who are you, Galg?
Yeah,
Well-
seriously.
Practice rolling the whole like re-rolling meta magic thing.
Gotcha.
Man. Anyways, they're still up though.
Damn. Okay. Not quite moths to the flame yet.
Yeah, not quite. Is that all your turn?
Yes.
Then this guy. Let's see, how far is he? It's still a ways from you guys.
I just this may be a good part. Is who is the top of the round? Is that we just do top of the round?
That was Grim, but if
Grim.
you want to pause it here, this is fine because it's a break between you and the other party.
Yeah, it seems like a really good time because we just approached about an hour for the first episode. We've been doing a break after each hour, so this would be a really good time to cut the part. Anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you're enjoying it. I'm having a blast already. So cool to just see some different. Anyways, I'm really enjoying it. So hopefully you guys have been enjoying it too, and we'll see you in the next part.